Hello, Your Honor. My name is Dylan Powell. I have been a probation officer for 10 years now. I work at the offense office in Kensburg, New Jersey. I am here today to talk about my client, Aiden Rodriguez, and his probation term. Aiden Rodriguez was arrested on August 5th of 2019 for abusing his wife at the time, named Haley Rodriguez. Aiden lives on 15455 Summerdale Street, Kensburg, New Jersey. His date of birth is July 6, 1986. His height is 6 foot. He weighs around 185 pounds. He has brown eyes and brown hair. He is Hispanic and is a U.S. citizen. He has not traveled outside of the country. He lived with his wife for 8 years. His prior address was 145378 Austin Street, Kensburg, New Jersey. He lived there since he was a child. No siblings. His mother is deceased. His father's name is Brian Rodriguez. Aiden Rodriguez has no children. He worked at AEL Span for 8 years. He's had no other jobs since. He's never been hospitalized. He's never had surgery, no serious injuries, and he's not taking any medication. He has no contagious diseases. He's never been diagnosed with HIV, AIDS, or hepatitis. He does not have a primary care doctor. He's never seen a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or a social worker for depression. He has no relationship problems or for any other reason. No changes in sleeping or eating habits. He has never heard voices or seen things that other people can't. He does not want to harm anyone, nor does he feel that anyone wants to harm him. Sorry. He's never had thoughts of suicide. He has done drugs before, such as cocaine and marijuana. The first time using was at age 16. He recently used marijuana 10 days before his arrest. He has never been to information classes, counseling, or treatment. He does drink alcohol every day. He's never been in trouble for drinking. He's never received a DUI or an OWI or any other charges related to alcohol. His mother had a drinking problem, and no one in his family resides it. Aiden's report. Aiden Rodriguez abused his wife Saturday at 11 p.m. Police arrived to the scene at 12:05 a.m. and found his wife hiding in her bedroom with bruised arms and eyes. Aiden Rodriguez was found in the backyard, intoxicated. Sorry. He was taken to the local jail and sentenced to 60 days in jail and 150 hours of community service, and has successfully completed a 7-month treatment program at Say No More, which is for individuals who have committed abused and battered crimes. My client, Aiden Rodriguez, had completed his 150 hours of community service. His original sentence was a 7-month treatment program, which had an additional 2 months added onto it. This was due to a misconduct he had after the 2nd month. Aiden Rodriguez got into a fight with another client during lunch about just a conversation they were having, which neither of them liked each other's opinion. Nothing serious happened. It was just he pushed the guy on the floor and that was it. His punishment was to start the treatment all over, so he had to complete another 7 months. The second time Aiden Rodriguez was giving it his all, attending each therapy and group class. Aiden was following all of the rules and regulations, as well as volunteering to help when needed. Every month, Aiden was drug tested for drugs such as marijuana, cocaine, etc. as well as receiving a random drug test or alcohol test. Mr. Rodriguez passed every single one with no issues. Sorry, I got a cold. During his 9 months at the program, you can see the change in attitude and behavior of Mr. Rodriguez from the first month all the way to the last month. Mr. Rodriguez paid all of his monthly fines on time with no issues. Mr. Rodriguez also attended an AAA counseling that the program offers. He was one of the most well-behaved clients in an AAA. He shared his story multiple times and listened to everyone else's story. He also gave feedback and suggestions on how they can better themselves. I would say Aiden Rodriguez is perfectly fine to be let off of probation and is ready to go back into the community. He completed his rehabilitation program successfully with no major issues besides the fight in the beginning, which he had learned from his mistake. I brought with me documents of everything Aiden Rodriguez has completed during this treatment, and also a copy of all his drug tests and dates, which I have with me right here. I can just read you some of the dates just so you guys have proof, or just to talk about the drug test dates that he had. So his first drug test was on 11/5/19, which was negative. His second one was on 12/5/19, which was negative. These drug tests go on for the whole 9 months. Every single month it was done on the 5th, and all the results were negative. Now for his alcohol test, which was random, these dates, he had 13 of them within the 9-month period he was here. His first one was on 11/10/19, which was negative. The second one was on 12/7/19, which was negative. Some of the dates are close and some of them are far off. Like I said, they were random, so it was basically, if we felt that we needed to do it, we would do it. His third one was on 12/19/19, which was negative. His fourth one was on 1/10/2020. His fifth one, 1/25/2020. His sixth one was on 2/13/2020. His seventh one was on 2/28/2020. His third one was on 8th one was on 3/7/2020. Ninth one was on 3/19/2020. His 10th one was on 4/2/2020. His 11th one was on 5/8/2020. His 12th one was on 6/10/2020. His 13th one was on 7/12/2020. His last one was a week before he left, or before this court date. All of his tests have been negative, and that's it. That's it.